Whew. That was surprisingly frustrating. Well, it's that time of year again, South by Southwest. I went last year, I'm going again this year, and whew, it was extremely crazy last year, and here's my story. So I've always heard about South by Southwest from the many podcasts I was listening to as a delivery driver. So I would hear about certain musicians, certain comedians, certain movies that were coming out of South by Southwest. The reason I thought it was so appealing was because I was so close to it. I lived in Louisiana. I wanted to go. It was just right there. If I can just go to South by Southwest, I'd have so much fun. So I looked up ticket prices or little, things that you wear around your neck, and they're expensive as hell. They are so expensive. And I looked at everything that you could do. There's a music part, there's an interactive part, there's a movie part. And I didn't really know last year about much of the interactive, but I knew about the movies and I knew about the music. And I was like, well, if I had to pick between the two, I'm going to pick the movie part. I looked, and yes, the movie badge was also still very expensive, but there was a movie bracelet that I can get. So I went to some music shop in downtown Austin and got a bracelet there. It's only like $100 and you can still get in, but you can only get in after people with the badges. So I was like, well, that's cool. So I took the Friday off last year, walked around South by Southwest on a Friday afternoon, and there was like nobody really there. Nothing really happens of significance whenever you go early on a Friday, but you do get to get into things pretty early. Just not the movies, but you get to see everything right whenever it goes up. So there's not a lot of people. You get to do pictures with a lot of stuff. That's really cool. But when it came to me actually watching movies, that's where I hit a snag. There are some pretty big ones. I waited in line at both the Ritz Alamo and at the Paramount downtown, and I ended up waiting for 2 hours and not getting in those movies. Some of the times I was the first person in line with my girlfriend, just standing there talking to people as they walked by, talking about what we thought of it so far. And I'm not making that decision this year. This year I've decided I'm only going to see indie films, and I'm not going to go to the Paramount or the Ritz at all, at least not whenever it's the opening time for that movie. So yes, it was extremely frustrating. We would walk around Austin and we would stand in line and our legs hurt and we were tired, and I was like, why is this happening? And then the worst part happened. Trying to see comedians and trying to see comedy shows. I had my little bracelet. We tried to get in line and I couldn't get in. They just didn't accept my bracelet a lot of the time, and I just gave up. I gave up trying to see comedians. I was like, well, I guess we're just gonna watch movies. And I ended up really enjoying it. I ended up really enjoying watching movies. It was great. It was awesome. I loved watching indie films. The best part of South by Southwest is after watching an indie film is the director and maybe one of the actors comes up and they talk about the movie and you get to ask them questions. It was awesome. I felt like I was like, I don't know, it's some special event. And I guess South by Southwest is a special event because filmmakers go there hoping that industry people see them and their film gets picked up, kind of like the Sundance Festival. I had no idea. They're handing me piece of papers to vote for these certain movies, and I was like, oh, I guess I like this one, not realizing that it was kind of important to get an award from South by Southwest where you get the little thing on the bottom of your movie. So yes, I am excited to go back. I'm excited to see movies. It sucks that I won't have time to see comedians, but some of them do live shows at comedy venues before and after South by Southwest, so maybe I'll be able to see them then. So yes, that's my crazy South by Southwest story, I guess. Kind of boring because I wasn't able to do much. But hey, I did see like Elijah Wood. I didn't talk to him because I got afraid. Thank you for watching Game Rating Review. My name is Jean-Marc Lejean. Please hit the like, subscribe button, legacy, and that was just my opinion on South by Southwest. And after I go this year, I'll tell you about that. So thanks for watching.